Okay, hello everybody. Today's date is September 15th, 2021, and my name is Leslie Williams. This video is being made on behalf of all gang stalking victims, past, current, and future. Pay very close attention to my statements. As of right now, this second, I'm going to give you 1 minute to go get a pen and piece of paper. I strongly suggest you do it. You're not going to miss anything real important while you're up, so go ahead and do that. That second starts right now. Now, my name is Leslie Williams. I live in San Diego, California. I'm a target victim and activist concerning the continued criminal expedition of what is known as gang stalking. It's not stalking by gangs at all. You can feel free to go to YouTube search box and type in the name of these two separate news broadcasts that marginally cover this crime, but will give you enough information so you can realize this is a crime that is even reported on the news. Go to YouTube search box and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids. The second video is titled Stalked in San Antonio. Now, this video has got a couple specific subject matters, and this is going to be a two-part video series. So pay attention closely. This video series will be titled, CIA. No, hold on. Let me backtrack. This video series will be titled, remote neural monitoring islands implants and memory stimulation gang stalking crimes. Now that minute is up, so I have given people a minute at the beginning of this video to get up and get a piece of paper, and the reason why I told you to do that is because you need to write down my descriptions, and you'll know what type of descriptions I'm referring to as I continue to talk. So just trust me on that. Stay with me. Here we go. In this particular video series, I'm going to disclose to you a lot of information pertaining to some of the main things that are going on in gang stalking crimes. You need to pay attention very closely to my statements and research my descriptions thoroughly and extensively with a mature, patient posture. What I'm going to do right now, at this point in this video, is I'm going to play a small clip showing you that this crime and aspects of it has been covered on national radio shows, which it has, repeatedly on different dates, different national radio shows. Listen to this. This is from a national radio show, I believe, that was broadcasted in 2015 on the Coast to Coast AM radio show. I'll tell you who this woman is in a minute. Okay, now the reason why I decided to include that brief introduction, because the show was just starting and I don't have the entire show all recorded, is because I wanted you to openly see immediately that this crime is not only just being covered on national radios, but even some of the main descriptions about what is occurring in this crime is also being disclosed, like voice to skull, electronic harassment, EEG cloning, and much more. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a couple seconds here and I'm going to talk while I'm doing it. I'm going to fast forward into this audio file to a specific point so you can hear other things that are going on connected to gang stalking. Because the show was about many things that have been occurring over the years. Gang stalking is directly connected to where mind control, MK Ultra, has been brought to as a direct result of the 70 years of research that particular program, which is massive in scope. And I know that when the general public may hear the term MK Ultra is actually the K of MK is a Russian word. K. I think you spell control in Russian with a K. Okay, And the M stands for mind. The K stands for, which should be a C in English language, control, mind control, in the ultralistic form, meaning that in its most extreme form. So when the general public hears the word mind control or MK Ultra, they might say, okay, I got a vague understanding of what that's about, but I'm not really interested in it. Well, you better listen to this, baby cakes, and I cannot say that any stronger. Oh, absolutely. And trust me, when you continue to watch this video, when you stay with this video series, when you dissect the videos that are dedicated to this account, and always make sure that you look in the descriptions of the videos. I am aware many videos don't have titles yet. That's because the crime of gang stalking that I endure on a daily basis, non-stop, is intentionally keeping me busy. Affecting the schedule of a gang stalking victim is one of the biggest applied techniques of this crime. It's one of the most minor techniques, but it's massively applied against all victims every day, because if you can disrupt a gang stalking victim's life by disrupting their schedule, by inserting many of the techniques that they do to disrupt your life, then you can control their schedule, therefore you can control their time. And the many things that they do to disrupt your schedule also plays a role in the programming that occurs. Trust me, when you stay with this video, when you stay with this particular video series, when you go into the YouTube account you're watching this video through, watch all videos, the ones that are titled, the ones that are not, and many of the videos do have links and cooperating materials pasted within the descriptions of them. So I already fast forwarded to a point here that's pretty relevant. Let me actually just fast forward a little bit more. Trust me, you're going to see all this in a second. And I guarantee you're going to be glad you stayed with this video. I literally guarantee it. Okay, so I'm at 27:52, and I'm going to play it for a few minutes. Now, what I want you to absolutely notate are one main thing. When you hear the woman state that victims are reporting hearing footsteps behind them, that's one of the main things that motivated me to make this video. So listen carefully, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to press play. I'm going to set down the speaker of the phone next to the tape recorder, and here we go.
So much of what she has documented in her book, and I knew she was speaking a lot, writing articles for magazines, is right there in those declassified documents.
And this is, these techniques go back to the Second World War. We're talking 70 years ago. Think about, what they could be doing now. No longer needing to use, mass trauma or sexual abuse or drugs. Could it all be done remotely with...
Yeah. And one of the big questions was, well, after all these Senate hearings and after congressional attention was focused on MK Ultra and it was shut down, quote unquote, did it continue? Well, yes. I think that we all know that these things don't just go away. However, what I think obviously happened was that it naturally morphed into a much more sophisticated method of mind control, of surveillance, of controlling people. And so today we have things like electronic and microwave harassment. We have this wonderful technology that's been patented since the 1960s called V2K, voice-to-scroll technology, where you can literally send pulses into somebody's brain, and they will receive them, they will hear them as clicks or tones and even voices, usually words or short phrases. So now we can get into people's heads from a distance. We don't have to take them when they're 4 years old from their family, often some black car with blacked out windows to some remote location. We can be controlled from a remote location, and we don't even know it.
Many people listening, Maria, when they hear, okay, someone's hearing voices in their head, they automatically assume schizophrenia. How do we separate cases of mental illness, psychosis, paranoid delusion, schizophrenia from someone who is in fact being targeted? And apparently, by some estimates, there are something like 300,000 North Americans
become aware that something was happening to them. And again, you think about something like schizophrenia. When somebody hears voices in their head, they go to the doctor. That's going to be one of the diagnoses that they come up with. Nobody is going to say to them, well, you may be a victim of non-lethal harassment. It's just not going to happen unless you have a really smart doctor who's up on this. But hearing the voices in the head or the clicks or the pulses or the sounds is just one of the many symptoms associated with someone who is under this kind of harassment. And I'll just read a few. We have a whole list in here of what people have reported, but hallucinations, extreme fatigue and headaches, excruciating headaches that come on suddenly, mysterious skin rashes, uncontrollable twitches. People may hear footsteps inside, outside, or around their home when there's nobody there. Just a surreal sense of being watched. Some people are gang stalked, and this is literally, they're stalked by a group of individuals who follow them, who call their name out. They hear their name in conversations, and there's a group of people that they can't even identify. Some people have reported writing where they'll be out on the freeway or on a side street, and some people will turn their headlights on, and it just keeps happening over and over, so it's not a coincidence. Strange objects being left in their homes or near their homes, in their workplace, noise harassment. Another one that I thought was really interesting and that I've actually heard associated with UFO abductees as well is having people break into your home and having evidence of forced entry, but they don't take anything. In other words, it's almost like it's a scare tactic. Right.
Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Hold on, I got a cough. Now, why do you think I decided to incorporate this part, okay, of this interview? This was actually coming from a interview that was on Coast to Coast AM. I believe it was back in 2015. Okay? Now, I'm going to briefly tell you the name of the woman. The host of the show was Richard Serrett, and he's no longer with the show. By the way, one of its former hosts is following me on Twitter and recently asked me if I wanted to do an interview with him on his current online podcast. I'm not going to say his name because I don't like, because I'm an extremely high-profile whistleblower, so I don't like, I just don't like doing that, because I don't, with the kind of sensitive issues that I expose, I don't really want to make anybody else stick out, okay? He was just gracious enough to offer me an interview, and that was just recently, too, like in the past couple months. So anyways, her name is Marie D. Jones. Now, she's an author of many books, and one of those books, the two main books, well, the main book I'm going to expose to you right now is Mind Wars, Mind Control by the Government. That's enough of the title for you to find it. Now, so let me just fast forward here into another audio file, because before I started making this video, I went into my Instagram account in order to bring up a segment of an event that took place on Gilman Road. The two perpetrators that intentionally came out of a parking lot of a condominium, which is called the La Jolla Hideaway Condominiums. These two perpetrators came out of that parking lot of that condominium and got on the sidewalk, as I had just got on the sidewalk from the road heading towards Interstate 5 from Gilman Road. And I had only been on the sidewalk less than 3 seconds, and they came out of the parking lot of the La Jolla Hideaway Condominiums, where I've been absolutely gaslighted at by people coming and going when I have ducked in there myself to grab water out of the water faucet. Okay, that's connected to the side of one of the condominiums. They came out, and they started an event with me as I was on the sidewalk. They interrupted my ability to continue to ride my bike, which is when you hear the screeching in this audio, that's my bike brakes. They're saying gang stalking, gang of stalking, I'm going to fuck you up. If I was to play the entire audio of this event, you'll also hear them say, oh my God, and suck dick. And that's extremely relevant, but probably won't be discussed in this particular video dedicated to this video series. Now, I want you to listen to it. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Alright, now where to go? Because I just taped it like 5 seconds ago. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, hold on. So, alright, here it is. I apologize for that. Bear with me a second. Now, at this particular moment in time, today's date, September 15, 2021, I literally have 8,700 audio files showing individuals getting around me along all my routes, everywhere I go, every day, mostly at businesses and libraries and laundromats and grocery stores, inside and outside of them and so on, literally repeating, gang stalk, oh my god, suck D-I-C-K. They're not spelling it, they're literally saying the word. Gang stalk, oh my god. Suck the D-I-C-K, is she scared, she sounds fucked up, a whole bunch of crazy vile shit. I literally got this on 8,700 audio files, and if I get arrested and they steal that shit, they can claim it never existed, and literally look for an excuse to claim they know where this video's at, take the dialogue from it, and attempt to call you mentally ill. Research that to gang stalking. This right here are snap screenshots from a live Periscope broadcast. You also want to snap screenshot this YouTube video. Okay, write down its URL link. Type them in at your URL address bar. Bring it up. Watch the entire videos. These biofilm, light crystal, ocular lens implants are in my eyes, both of them non-consensually. They became outwardly transparently visible as a direct result of over 18 full straight hours of extremely high levels of electromagnetic weapons torture, directed energy weapons torture, and ultrasonic sound bone conduction torture that occurred at 2 locations. A wooded area that I gave the code name to, the Octopus Tree location, and I know that sounds funny. This crime of gang stalking intentionally made me homeless, so I'm forced to literally use wooded areas, and I don't disclose where those wooded areas are for safety and security purposes. So what I do when I go to a wooded area is I look for a landmark and then give that landmark, I use that landmark as an identification for that area, because I make predictions and tweets and videos and so on. Let's see if I get assaulted at the Octopus Tree location. I then put that prediction on Twitter. It's got an electronic time and date stamp on it once you tweet it. And then if I get assaulted after the tweet, it will continue to assist in proving I'm being tracked and stalked in real time for staged events, staged assaults, which I've already endured 9. One of them at a wooded area and the other ones along my routes. So this right here is eye fluid and water bubble sacs that formed as a direct result of my brain and the water in the tissue around the eyes and in the eyes boiling as a direct result of the extreme heat that I endured from these types of attacks at the Octopus Tree location on the night of June 2nd, 2020, up through the night and into the next morning. And then when I left that area and went to Vons grocery store located on Arabia Street and Regents Road in La Jolla, which is located in San Diego County, where I got hundreds and hundreds, and I got over 2.5 years of audio evidence of showing employees and customers saying gang stalk, oh my god, and suck dick, as well as employees from surrounding businesses walking by me and saying it. And make no mistake about it, they're going to eventually stage an event on that plaza property, anywhere on it, parking lot, inside or outside the grocery store, anywhere inside and outside the grocery store, and anywhere on the, including where I lock out my bike. I was just there 2 days ago and they were propping up massive staged harassment right outside the front door. Okay, absolutely. This right here, this is a tweet that these photos from that Periscope video was put in. Okay, this video right here openly details many of the purposes of these eye lens implants. They can see through your eyes and send video streams and photos, still frame photos, to these eye lens implants, whatever gets sent to them. These are the light crystals right here, and if you look very closely, you're going to see they're in a dotted array. These dotted array light crystals are all over the implant. It's a biofilm implant, and it covers from the corner of the eye to the other corner, and usually goes around this part of the eye. And these are little light dot crystals that literally they act like pixels in a camera. That allows them to receive video streams and still frame photos sent to them. Whatever is sent to them goes to the retina, to the optical nerve, to the visual cortex, forcing the victim who has these to see what's sent to them in their visual cortex. And we're talking about sick, demonic, sick shit. People being raped, kids being hurt, women being raped, vile shit. You can also go to Google and YouTube and type in electronic synthetic dreams and remote neuromonitoring and gang stalking. That's what these implants are interfacing with, remote neuromonitoring. And you should also ask yourself, why do you think I sent this to the Michigan State Police and the Dearborn Police? Because I already know for a fucking fact that the Dearborn Police were heavily involved in the gang stalking of me in Michigan, including at U of M Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan campus. Absolutely, I don't forget no one. And I do know a couple things about the Michigan State Police as well, because I just don't give a shit when it comes to my Google the police and gang stalking. I don't give a shit. These implants were absolutely in my eyes in Michigan. I know it for a fact. These implants can also cause you to see holograms. Okay, so you got to watch this video, this YouTube video, and let's see if that YouTube video disappears. I just taped the audio from it again this morning, okay, to one of my tape recorders. So it's still online as of today's date, September 15, 2021. It's on the Stop 007 Dr. Catherine Horton's YouTube channel within the playlist that's titled Techno Crime Fighters. Let's see if that playlist and or that video disappears. That's Techno Crime Fighters video series episode number 58. Okay, now, so these are absolutely in my eyes in Dearborn, Michigan. I know it for a fact because of what I was enduring through them. I just didn't know about them. Okay, and the only reason why they became visible was because, and they have become visible in many subsequent videos since June 3rd, 2020, including a video I just made on September 2nd, 2021. That was just 13 days ago, because today's the 15th. Now, this right here, so these are photos from the Periscope video that caught it, a live Periscope video broadcast that caught him, that was made on June 3rd, 2020 at the University Town Center Mall, where I'm also gang stalked to and at, and have been gang stalked to all businesses I've been to in the business plaza directly across the street from it. Absolutely. I'm gang stalked everywhere I fucking go. Whoever's managing this has definitely got community connections, community influences, and whoever's doing it is making sure it's all protected. Absolutely. By the way, you can go to Google and research at Google gang stalking, sensitization method, repeating words and phrases, repeating identical words and phrases. Now, so these are photos from that live broadcast. So that one live broadcast by itself, now one of many, because I've caught them also in many other videos that I've made through my phones, including my current ones, including the one I'm making this video through right now. I've caught them as well, including on September 2nd, 2021, when I went back to the University Town Center Mall for the first time since June 3rd, 2020, went into their bathroom again, because that's where these were caught at in the Periscope video. I was in the bathroom over there. And I was just over there again for the first time since June 3rd, 2020. I went over there and bought some clothes from the Gap and went and got something to eat. And then before I left, I went into the bathroom. When I went into the bathroom, they were in my eye. They were transparently visible in my eyes again, because I was heavily targeted the day before, that night, and that morning. Okay? And so, caught them again in a video. And in the video that was captured on September 2nd, 2021, made in the same location, the same property, shows the same thing at about 95%. Okay, that video is in the YouTube. Those videos are in the YouTube account you're watching this video through. So go look at the uploads for dedicated to September 2nd, 2021. There's 3 of them. They're very short. This right here is a photo from a video that should still be on YouTube, of a video that was made in Michigan. This is a sweatshirt that I made in 2008. It says, "Learning Disabled Woman Tortured in Dearborn, Michigan." Go to freepress.com/opinion blog. That's dedicated to a widely known newspaper that serves Detroit, Michigan, and all of its surrounding communities, including Dearborn. And back in 2008, I was getting online on computers at U of M Dearborn, Michigan Library, and making comments about what I was enduring, even though I didn't have a name for it yet, because I didn't discover gang stalking until June 9, 2009. And but I was still online exposing things I was enduring, and so in that calendar year, I was making comments on some of the articles that the Detroit Free Press was posting. The Detroit Free Press, again, is a newspaper. So in some of their articles, through their opinion blog feature of those articles, I was making comments. I still got some of those comments pasted in email files, even though I'm being locked out of those email accounts right now through Google. Okay? So this allows these little satanic bitches to record everything I see, but it also allows them to not only record everything I see, but to play back and to retransmit things I've seen on prior dates back into the visual cortex, including by doing it by trying to make the victim believe that it's part of a current thought process. That's going to be more widely discussed in the second video, which I will be making once this video reaches the 33-minute 9-second mark. Because for some reason, these phones are only allowing me, or the microcards are only allowing me to make 33-minute videos at a time. Now, why did I want to incorporate, why was it so important for me to incorporate that part of the interview from the radio show about how when that woman said that victims of this crime will hear the sounds of footsteps behind them? Now, consider this. That's why I wanted you to get out a pen and piece of paper at the beginning of this video. Because they're not just using all different, a whole slew of a bunch of different type of implants, which you'll also hear about when you watch this YouTube video by copying down its URL, a link, and so on. But you need to also know that they're using, concerning what's reported, they're using massive amounts of different sound techs. So I'm going to give you those names right now, but they're not the only sound techs that are reported to be used. Voice to skull, including voice to skull with voice morphing. Voice morphing connected to voice to skull is where they will literally take your voice print, the sound of your voice, put it in a computer, and then they can speak into the computer or type something in on their keyboard. And then whatever they speak into the computer through a microphone is then goes into a program, and then this program has got the voice morphing in it, and then so whatever is spoken into the program, whatever is spoken into the program can then come out of the computer speaker in your voice print. So if I say right now I'm going to go to Walmart, then I'm going to go to McDonald's, they can capture that voice print, my voice print of me saying anything, okay, put it in their computer, and then construct a sentence by and through typing in something on a keyboard or speaking into a microphone that's connected to the computer while the computer's got the software program up. If you want to see what voice morphing is, watch the movie Untraceable, where that guy who's killing all those people by abducting them and killing them in strange ways, the way he gets a hold of the FBI agent that he ends up killing is by calling that FBI agent's phone, pretending to be a woman that he had dated, okay? And the FBI agent thought it was the woman calling him. He went to go meet her. He got abducted and killed. So, and it's also featured in Terminator 1 and 2, movie 1 and 2. In Terminator 1, the Terminator is pretending to be Sarah Connor's mother. In Terminator 2, the other Terminator in the movie Terminator 2 is pretending to be John Connor's foster parents. That's voice morphing. So they can take your voice print, put it in a computer, okay, construct dialogue in the software, and then press enter. And anything that they construct concerning dialogue, composed sentences, is then they then hit the enter key on the keyboard, and then it comes out in your voice print. So what voice to skull with voice morphing is where they will construct dialogue. Like if you make a statement, I'm going to go to Walmart and then go to McDonald's, they can put that, your voice print of you saying that in the computer, and then construct any dialogue sentence like, I'm going to go to Arby's and then go to the bank. Transmit it into your audio cortex and your voice print, and you will think you're having the thought to go to Arby's and then to the bank. That's voice to skull with voice morphing. That's the mind control aspect of this crime, a huge aspect of it. So you should consider when you go to Google and you type in at Google, gang stalking, your thoughts are no longer your own, voice to skull, that's what that means. That's voice to skull with voice morphing. I got massive amounts of audio files of showing gang stalking victims discuss this in detail. Those audio files will be included in upcoming videos. So check this out. With the other sound technology, here are the names of some of the other sound technologies. They're currently using Holosonics, okay, concerning what's reported, and the audio spotlight, along with ELF broadcasting. Now, ELF broadcasting is widely exposed by John Hall and many victims. If you want to watch John Hall videos, go to YouTube and type in John Hall satellite terrorism. There's massive amounts of videos, and if you watch enough of his videos, trust me, you'll hear him expose it. Now, ELF broadcasting is where they can project sound statements to be heard in your environment. Okay, so let me give you some tidbits concerning what's being reported about what gang stalking is capable of doing, including using holosonics in the same way. So consider this. So here's an example. Now I'm going to continue this specific topic, this aspect of this exposure in the second video, and I'm saying that because I'm approaching the 31-minute mark. So when I segue into the second video at the beginning of that, at the 33-minute mark, I'm going to say this is video 2 of this video series that's going to be titled Remote Neural Monitoring and Islands Implants, okay, and Gang Stalking, okay? So you'll know you're in the right video in case I don't title it right away when you go into the account to look for the second video. And then I'll segue into the continuation of this particular topic within this subject matter pertaining to the sound technology and how it matters to what she exposed, okay, concerning victims saying that they're hearing footsteps behind them and or in their environment, like inside or outside of their homes. That's ELF broadcasting, and or it can be done through clever trickery forms of voice to skull and or the holosonics and or the audio spotlight, okay? So what I'll probably do when I start the second video is I might replay that part of this audio just in case people stumble across the second video first, okay? So let me go back and find that audio. Hold on a second. So make sure that you stay with this YouTube account. The first and second video will probably be uploaded on the same date, but just in case they aren't, once you see the first video uploaded, just stay tuned to the account. Within 10 days, you should see the second one, and then eventually the third. Okay? Because I'm at 32 minutes and 10, going on 10 seconds right now. And I got to do something here real fast. So I'm going to cut that statement off and then do what I tell you I got to do in the beginning of the second video, and then I'm going to continue my statements pertaining to that topic, where I was leading into in that topic, so you can see the relevance of it. All right, now hold on a second. All right, so get ready to stay tuned, because in a second here I'm going to be making those statements, because I'll be segueing into the second video, so I can begin its exposures. It will be directly sequentially left off from, at the beginning, from where this, where that part, concerning what's been discussed in this video, especially related to the topic I was just discussing before I started talking about the third video. I apologize for all this extra dialogue, but it's just the way that this phone is allowing me to record. Bear with me. Okay, I'm approaching the 33-minute, 9-second mark now, so bear with me. Okay.